I used to be a back row girl, whether it was a university lecture or a high stakes board meeting. I would be the one who goes into the room, and instinctively I would go to the furthest away seat from the front. And on the outside, I looked calm, maybe even a little bit detached, aloof, but on the inside, I was an ambitious woman and I was vibrating static. And I told myself this: oh, I just like having the view from the back so I can see everything, I can see everyone, and I didn't want to be too much. But the truth was that I was just hiding in plain sight. And if you are an ambitious woman who chooses the back seat, you may want to hear this. It is really important for me to add here that if you're choosing the back seat, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. This is just a survival strategy that your body learns that kept you safe maybe at one point, but it is no longer keeping you safe. Now it is keeping you stuck. So we need to unravel this and look at it as to what is happening here. So in the next 10 minutes, this is what you're going to find out. You're going to find out why you are choosing the back seat. You're going to find out 3 survival strategies that ambitious woman adopts that makes them choose the back seat. We're going to talk a little bit about the cost of choosing the back seat. And I'm also going to tell you how you can move to the front seat. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So firstly, what is a nervous system? It became such a hype word that everyone uses, but no one really knows what it is. And you're going to find out exactly what it is. So why do we do it? What is the science behind choosing a back row? And you know that you're not lazy. You know that it's not particularly lack of confidence. It is your biology. Your autonomic nervous system has one job only, and it is to make sure that your physical body survives. It doesn't care about your mental well-being. It's all about your physical body surviving. And when we feel stuck, despite having big goals, we are often in what's called functional freeze. So functional freeze is a bit like, so think of it like a car that you have the gas pressed down. At the same time, you have the brakes pressed down. You're working hard, you're functional, but your nervous system has detected a threat. And this is subconscious that you don't even know, but there's a threat according to your nervous system. And usually the threats in these scenarios is being seen, being judged. So your nervous system pulls the emergency brake. So you stay in the back row because your body thinks front row is the danger zone, where you will be seen and you will be heard, and possibly maybe you may be judged. So what are those survival strategies that you more than likely to be operating in? One is hypervigilance. In the back row, you can see every exit, every person's face. Your brain thinks, if I can see them, they can't surprise me, therefore I am safe. And you are spending 80% of your energy scanning the room for judgment and leaving only 20% of your energy actually spent on contributing to the meeting. The second survival strategy is the invisible mask. You are masking. By staying on the periphery, you're actually trying to become invisible. You think that if you don't take up space, you can't be found out or criticized. It's a way of playing it safe so that your imposter syndrome doesn't get triggered. And the third strategy you are possibly adopting is an exit strategy. This is a low-grade flight response, like avoidance response. Sitting near the back or the door gives your nervous system a hit of dopamine because it knows that it can escape quickly if things get uncomfortable. So in a way, you are not really fully committed to being in the room because part of you is already planning an exit. So now that you kind of know a little bit about the strategies that is probably keeping you at the back seat, what is the cost of this to you? The cost of it is the hard truth. The back row is costing you possibly your career, opportunities. You know you've got this fire inside, but on the outside, you know that some of these behaviors are not really matching up with the person that you want to be. So when you hide, you miss out on the serendipity of leadership, the eye contact with CEO, the chance of a spark of an idea, or a simple recognition of your presence. You are working twice as hard as everyone else just to manage your anxiety, whilst people with half of your talent are unfortunately taking the front row opportunities because they are not fighting their biology. So, if this sounds like you, I want you to know this is absolutely not a character flaw. It is a physiological habit, and habits can be shifted. And this is how we train our nervous system that it is actually safe to take space. So, next time you move into a room, all you need to do is this: just move 2 rows closer to the front than usual. This way, you're going to teach your nervous system that actually I can sit here and I am safe. The world does not collapse. Everything is fine because trust me, everything will be fine. When I moved to the front row, I was like, why didn't I sit here before? I can hear better, I can see better, and it was okay. And the more I did it, the more my nervous system learned that it is okay to take space. And every classroom, every meeting, if you can move 1 row closer, you're teaching your nervous system that you are safe. If you enjoy this and if you feel like you are an ambitious woman that is actually stuck in functional freeze most of the time, that on the outside it looks like you can cope really well and things are going okay and you're looking busy, but on the inside, there's that always anxiety and the trauma response, and that you are actually in functional freeze and that you're not actually focused on the tasks that moves the needle, I invite you to my masterclass. I hope to see you there.